Happy Monday! It's time to marble. I'm so excited. Let's see if I can find this on my iPad and see how long it will stay live. Oh, let's see. I better sprinkle. All right, there we go. Hello, hello, everyone. Please say hi when you pop on. I would love to say hello back while I can still see the screen. The iPad sometimes gives up the ghost and I only have my phone, and when it's pointed down I can't see you. So, hi Pat, welcome. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day today. It was Monday. I struggle with Mondays, big time. I struggle. Hi Shelly, welcome. Glad you could be here. Thank you. Hey Ramona, how are you? We had a snow this weekend. There was snow on my way in this morning. I couldn't believe it. It snowed here yesterday quite a bit, but it didn't stick. And so I was quite shocked when I got in towards Boise and there was so much snow. They got about 2 inches there. Hi Tracy, welcome. So the plate that I did last week, I washed it. I didn't like the way it looked, so I washed it, and we're going to try that again today. And I was going to show you the fabric squares from last week. It also did not do wonderful. Can you see the band here of, this one isn't too bad actually. That one's not too bad. Let's see. This one it kind of wanted to wash out. This one is also not terrible. There is a little bit right here on this edge, if you can see it right along here, that it's a little bit, it looks like the paint ran. This one's terrible. You can see the uneven, let me get something to put behind it. It's very uneven. It looks like it ran a lot. So what this is telling me is the 10-inch squares that I used have, oh, and yesterday, we just had some on Sunday, not yesterday. There must be a coating on that. I didn't wash them, but apparently I still can. I won't wash them in the washer. I'll put them in a bowl of some water, and I have this stuff that takes off the any sizing that they would have put on the fabric to keep it nice and stiff. And then let's see. Oh, these are the one. This one, I think I've already showed you those. Yeah, this one has a huge stripe in it. No, you can't see that stripe right there? And this one's just a mess. So I'm thinking that's what is causing it. So I cut some white squares. It's white and my cotton that I use for everything when I marble or when I'm sewing. So we'll see how those take. And I brought out my bigger tank so I can get 4, if I want, I can have 4 10-inch square, no. Yeah, I can have 2 and 2. 10-inch squares in here, so I don't have to do them individually. So that's kind of what we're doing tonight, and I'm still experimenting with color. I know I used a lot of teal on the heart quilt, so now I'm kind of changing my mind, and I think I'm going to use yellow, orange, green, maybe some gray. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just white because I want it to be nice and bright. I'm thinking that's the way I want to go. So we'll see. I'm going to try not to put any pink in there because I don't know. They're not going to find out if it's a boy or a girl until the baby is born. So that makes it a little more difficult for creating. So I might put a little bit of bright blue in there. I just don't know how it's going to look. So let's just kind of play and see what we end up with. So I still have the plate to do again. And I can probably band off part of this tank. I don't need the whole thing for the plate. So I'll just block off some of it. I'll just block off one strip of newsprint. Yeah, I think bright might be fun. Yeah, I really like the teal and the gray, but since I use so much teal in Olivia's quilt, I feel like I shouldn't use that again, even though I like it. Because, you know, if it was up to me, all the quilts would be teal, pink, fluorescent pink, soft pink, a little more teal. So, trying to be better about that. How are you, Cam? Did you guys get snow? All right. And I have the door closed in here because my last video also was dinged for having music in it. And there's no music. So I closed the door. They can't hear the TV or anything. So, all right. I'm going to put you down so you can see what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's cold here too again. But our snow didn't stay. All right, there we go. That looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot to mess with my stand. Let me go around and try it once again and see if I can get it to go up a little bit. Yeah, 2 weeks tomorrow until spring. My grandmother's birthday was April. I know this is going to wiggle. I'm sorry. It was April 21st or 20th. And so I always know when it's, no, not April, March. When it's near her birthday. Nope, I can't get that to go. When it's near her birthday, spring is almost here. Sometimes her birthday is on the first day of spring. So I know you can't see it all. Here, let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Let me go back around. Still have Monday brain here. We'll put this up. All right. Now let it come around. See if that's up enough so I can move it. Oh, now can I reach it is the thing. T-Rex arms are getting the best of me. Okay, come on. There, now you can see the whole tank. That's better. Let me tighten it up. And sometimes it takes me a minute to think these things through. So I've just put this newspaper here to keep the paint from going all out in that area where I don't want it. That's just a waste. So we are going to use pink and a green and the yellow on the plate again. I'm determined to use these colors. Yeah, I know, I'm trying not to just fall in the water bucket or just fall in the catastrophe that I have going on here. Every day, every Monday after I finish, I think, okay, this weekend I'm going in there and I'm going to try to organize. I have a place I want to get rid of the bench that's in here and put in a dresser for storage and like a tall unit over there so I can store things because it's all on the floor. But so far I haven't, I never make it in here. Last weekend we spent part of the weekend, we had to do our caucusing for the presidential thing. And then we went out to lunch and then over to the high school boys state basketball tournament. My husband's team won the one state, so that was exciting. It's fun to be able to, and I'm sitting there looking at the shirts of some of the parents that they have and going, I want one of those shirts. I don't know where to get one of those shirts. And so we stopped a lady and asked her where to get it. And then, of course, I'm thinking I've got to call the place and see if I can order one. And then I'm going to bling it. They're the Badgers. And it has, from across the gym, I was thinking, what the heck is that V on the front of their shirts? I could not figure it out, and then it dawned on me. Oh, it's the Badger. Their colors are navy and white, so they had a little white badger with a blue stripe on the nose, or down the nose. And so it looked like a V from across the gym. And so I've got that figured out, and then I can bling the white. So my badger will be blingy. But I have to request the shirt. I have to go order it. But did I remember to call today? Of course not. Yeah, that's so much better. 71 in Ohio, Shelley? Yeah, it was not 71 here. We had some 60s last week. Okay, so now we have green, pink, and yellow, which is what I've been trying to put on this plate. Let's see. Let's move this around. I'm hoping this works well this time. I don't know why it hasn't. I've just not had good luck lately in the last few times. I did get the shamrock on my green hat that I made. I got the shamrock on there this weekend, and I have the bling in, so probably tomorrow night after the gym, I will try to start blinging on that. It has to be done so I can wear it for St. Patrick's Day, even though I will be home. All right. I like that. So let me grab the plate. Okay, again, it says let your light shine. And we know I'm not going to use gloves because that gets all glumped up because my fingers are too little. I feel that this looks a lot better than it has. So we'll see what I think once it dries. Now there are some voids in the paint where just the clear plate shows through, and that's where I think I will spray paint the back of it white. I almost said black. And that'll really make the colors pop. That's what I think in my head. That will also protect the marbling so it won't wash off. So far that looks tons better than the last two have. So I just was not happy with it last time. I cleaned it the same, right after I got done marbling, I was cleaning up the tank and I just grabbed the plate and washed it right at the same time. I'm so used to sitting under a nice cozy blanket on the couch when I come home from work. I walked into this bedroom here where I have my marbling table, and it's cold back here. We keep our house pretty cool because I nearly spontaneously combust now and again, so the house remains cool, but not used to being out from behind my little blankie. All right. Forgot to prep any, well, being gone a lot this weekend. That just really threw me off. Usually the only reason I go out on the weekends is to go to the gym. And I'm just home working on my stuff, having a grand time. I did make some more jewelry this weekend. I've got to get it photographed. I need to order some earring wires. So I have a question. If you were to purchase some earrings, do you prefer the ones on earring wires or on a post? The ones that I have can work for either one. And they would just dangle just slightly longer for the wires than they do the posts. And I am not one that wears great big earrings, and these are not big. All right. Let me find a piece of paper here and get just the green out of this corner. I have to order, I'll probably order some of both. But I didn't know what people prefer. I think the little earrings are about a 1/2 inch in diameter. They're not the great big ones. I do have some great big ones. The big acrylic teardrops. I have some earring wires somewhere. I remember I took them to a show, so they're packed in somewhere. But can I find them? Of course not. Of course not. Okay, so now we're going to work on the squares. So let's do the first one just the regular way. Just a drop at a time. This really makes me slow down. Because if you know me at all, you know I'm always in a hurry. unless I'm sitting working on a project, then I'm totally content. Just poking along. Obviously with my blinging and embroidery and those kind of things. I got a new order for a tumbler this weekend, so I get to start working on that. That's going to be fun. All right, let's try the orange first. Is orange going to float? Maybe I should take, yeah, it is. Woo! Do you see that just pour out of there? I was not even squeezing. Okay. Never know if that orange is going to behave. And then let's put in some of the fluorescent orange too. And I can do this one right out of the bottle. I don't even have to do anything to it. Okay, let's do a fluorescent green. You know, can anybody guess what I'm thinking right this instant? What color is it that I want to put in here? And it is not yellow, but that is what I'm putting in. All right. So, do I want to put in a little bit of, no, I wasn't purple. Trying to stay very neutral. Yes, Shelley, I wanted to put in that fluorescent pink so badly. I was wondering, should I put in a little of the teal? Yay or nay? I think maybe now that I hold it out there, I don't like it. But I do have another green I can put in there. This green. I don't know if that would look good in there or not. So let's do a little bit more of the fluorescent here. I'm going to hate myself when I'm trying to find coordinating fabric to work on the quilt. All right, let's see how these look. Any other suggestions of blue? No. Gray? Pale gray? Yay or nay? I really want to put silver in here, but I'm doing fabric, so I can't. Anybody have a thought on the gray? I agree. The pink is so hard to resist. For me, it's almost impossible. All right, let's just go with what we have here and see how things turn out. Gray, yes. There's one for gray. Anyone else? Anyone else have a thought on the gray? Yes? Okay. There's two yeses. And it's a light gray. Come on. So gray is a color that's going to make me be patient tonight. All right. I kind of do like it. Looking at it on the screen, I kind of do like that. Okay, now we will continue. So I'm going to comb this first one, just because it's my favorite thing to do. I was laughing at when we were at the games plural. You know, the high school boys, I shouldn't call them little, but the high school boys play a lot slower. We watch college ball all the time. And I'm used to how quick they move and their skill level and all of that. And I told my husband, I said, they're going so slow, I can see the fouls. And he's just like, oh, okay, good for you. I can see some of them in college ball, but not very many. And then, but I could see them this weekend. And I thought, now I understand why they redshirt these kids when they first get into college. Okay, there we go. Part 1. Now let me get the... I have one of these pins that's coming undone right here, and it's hanging wonky. All right, here we go. I'm going to take out all of the bottles. Hold on. Need more room here to help if I'd clean off the table ever. Okay. There we go. Oh, I really do like that gray in there. I think that quiets it just a touch. And it'll give me something to play off of, you know, as a neutral tone other than white when I go to do the quilt. All right. See, that's another thing I need to do is make some sturdier tools. I have so many things, but when on the weekends when I'm not in here or doing something, I'm working on a different project, and then I don't remember. I need to figure out how to retire so I can just get everything done that I want to. All right, I like that. All right, come on now, paint. Let's be nice and okay, I've got 4 like this. Ooh, it's pretty. All right. One. Let's see. Wasn't sure I had any bags in here. have to go open the door just briefly and grab more bags. My only worry is that fluorescent orange, whether it's going to want to rinse out. Oh, I can't see. Hi, Jenny. How are you, friend? I was just on your page earlier before I came in here, looking around. I haven't got to catch you live in a while. So let me step out real quick and get more bags. Okay. My youngest got, oh, I was wondering if you were sick. I am so sorry. That's not fun. I have felt kind of half sick for about the last week. Today I had a headache on and off. That looks really pretty. I think we did well. And you know, if it turns out that it's a boy, I could always put some black with it. Because that would really make those colors pop. Now, if you remember, I'm doing a zigzag quilt. Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. That's the way I was when I broke my leg. I do not recommend doing what I did. I was going stir crazy. I mean, I crocheted, I did bling a tumbler, read lots of books, played solitaire and word searches on my iPad, but I was going stir crazy. Because I'm used to being like you, go, go, go. Things to do. And I am bagging these individually just in case one of them wants to go rogue. I made my husband go up and try to find my bling supplies for me. And I was trying to remember, he went up and moved everything because I have little kind of paths because I'm smaller. He's not small. He's kind of a big man. And his feet don't fit where mine do. So he was shoving everything out of the way when I went up to do I had to use my Cricut to cut some snowflakes. And so when he did that, he moved everything. So nothing was where it should be. I'm just like, well, it was right here. What did you do with it? I didn't do anything. But we managed. He found it. And I was able to do some creating, which helped. All right. I think I even did a cross stitch. Maybe I did that beforehand. I didn't cut a whole lot of squares because I wanted to make sure this was going to take well. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't, but after the way the others took. Oh, I was going to say, I was going to finish. I can put those other squares in a bowl with the solution in it, and it'll take that off. All I have to do is leave it in there to sit. I don't actually have to wash it. And then I'll rinse them. I'll saturate them in the bowl several times and rinse that out. And then I'm going to try again and see if they will marble. They are kind of an off-white to begin with. So I do prefer the white. I think the colors pop a little bit better on the white. All right. So now I'm going to start with a color other than white. So let's start, and this is usually where I get into trouble. Let's start with the yellow. Oh, my apron's coming off. I'm just all coming undone here. Need a new paper towel. Okay, let's start with yellow. Concentrating on not squeezing out a whole bunch of paint. Jenny, I saw that you hosted a class the other day. That sounded awesome. And then let's go with a fluorescent green. And then the orange. What else did, oh, and the gray. Oh, that's awesome. Was it all just online or was it in person? And did you ship supplies? Did you ship the kits so they had everything? And then the fluorescent orange. And then the gray. Oh. Oh, heck, I probably should have watched that. Participated, probably. I do a lot of that, though. I'm pretty good with my colors. The crimson for my daughter's university is a hard one to get, but I'm pretty good at, I can get it pretty close. Okay, and now I'm going to put in some more of that fluorescent green. So there's no white in this one. Look at that. Look at it push that gray. Oops, two more. Might have to come in with a little more orange. Actually, I think I'll leave it like that. It's okay. They're all the same colors, just different quantities, different designs. Okay, we're just going to freestyle this design. Came home with a little bit of a headache today, and I've noticed since I've been working on this, it's gone away. All tension. How does that? I kind of like that. Kind of like it. Looks like my plate is doing fairly well also. Oops. A little bit here that didn't get swirled enough. All right. I love it when that just, it curls and then it just straightens right out onto the water. I'm anxious to get in there and rinse these again and hang them up and see how they look compared to the ones I showed you when I started. Today feels like a little more successful than last week was. All right. Let's pull these out. The gray just really adds something. Okay. Let's get the next one out. Thank you, Jenny. Now this is going to be fun because it can actually be girl or boy. And wouldn't it be cute with a denim, a lightweight denim, and all of these brilliant colors? Get in there. Get in there. I really want to do a stone pattern. If it's nice next Monday, maybe I'll set up in the garage so I can fling paint. I did apply to do the Saturday market again that I've done for a few years. I didn't do it last year because of my leg. I needed to regain my strength. So I have applied there. I haven't heard back yet. So I'll have to start making some things. I need to do some bigger scarves and things like that. All right. And there's the last one. They all look like they're staying in place much nicer. And I'm just putting them into a bucket of plain old water and just rinsing them just a little bit. And then I'll gently rinse them again under the tap and then hang them up to dry. All right, let's clean this tank. I have ordered some more tumblers so I can hopefully glitter and marble some more of those. Okay. But see, look at those, the ones I just showed you compared to this. Look how awful that looks. There's a big old streak right here. It's all like faded right there. It just didn't take well. The gray did okay, but the heavily saturated colors didn't. And when I pulled these out last week, I could see the color moving. and I don't see that this time. So I'm going to try my idea, and then we'll try some of those again next week. Okay, so let me... I was so diligent and tore all of my newsprint in half, and of course for this tank I need a full sheet. I'm so used to using my hat bin for everything anymore. And I'm just making sure there's no bubbles under here, so it's all touching, just kind of like I do make sure fabric all touches, and that pulls that excess off. All right, and there we go. I've got paper towels all over the floor today. You know, it's about time to start doing shoes again. I haven't done any shoes in a while. I've been thinking about that. So, okay, hold on. Hello. So that's all I have tonight. I wasn't sure how. Thank you, Jenny. You have a good night too, and get better. I hope you feel better very soon. But I didn't do very many because I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out. So I will have more because I want to do a good stack of them for next week. And then we'll try something else. I'll figure out something else to do as well so we don't get bored with just fabric squares, even though I'm very excited about these. And I'll be sure to post a reel tomorrow that shows you how they turned out and hanging on the rack. So thank you. Take care, everyone. And remember, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Doesn't cost you anything, and it might just make their day. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Bye.